Tonight, the Middle East is on a knife's edge. The skies over Israel are ablaze with fire and light. Sirens wail in Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, and Haifa. This is no drill. A massive, coordinated missile attack has begun, the likes of which Israel has never seen. Families huddle in bomb shelters as rockets scream overhead and air defenses roar to life. The attack, dubbed the Missile Hurricane, is a deliberate show of overwhelming force. Both military and civilian targets are under fire, a strategic and psychological assault. The goal to break Israel's spirit, not just its infrastructure. Emergency services race through darkened streets, hospitals brace for casualties. Amid chaos, Israelis help each other to safety, unity forged in crisis. Yet anxiety runs deep, no one knows when this will end. Hundreds of projectiles, drones, cruise missiles and ballistic missiles have been launched in a multi-layered assault. Israel's famed air defenses are being pushed to their limits. This is not a symbolic strike, it's a full-scale military operation. The conflict between Iran and Israel has entered a dangerous new chapter. The world watches, knowing the stakes could not be higher. The immediate question, what happens now? The answer will shape the future of the entire Middle East. The night is filled with uncertainty and fear. Every flash in the sky could mean another life at risk. The sheer volume of the attack is stunning. Israel is holding its breath, waiting for dawn. As missiles struck, Iran's Revolutionary Guard released a chilling video. They claimed full responsibility, showing rows of missiles and masked soldiers preparing for launch. The footage, set to dramatic music, was pure propaganda, meant to project power and resolve. The IRGC's statement called the operation a success and warned of more attacks. Any country aiding Israel, they threatened, would become a target. A direct message to the US and its allies. Computer graphics depicted missiles striking Israeli cities, a visual promise of destruction. By claiming the attack, Iran removed all ambiguity. They are not hiding behind proxies. This is a calculated risk, inviting a direct Israeli response. For Iran, the reward is a show of strength to supporters at home and across the region. The video is a weapon in the information war, shaping the narrative from the start. As Israelis ran for cover, the world watched Iran celebrate. The split-screen chaos in Israel, triumph in Tehran. Iran wants to control the story, not just the battlefield. They are launching a narrative of power and retribution. The world must now react not just to the attack, but to the story Iran is telling. The psychological impact is as important as the physical. This is a new kind of warfare, one fought on screens as well as in the skies. The message, Iran is front and center, and the world is on notice. Israel's response was immediate. Air defenses lit up the night sky. Iron Dome, David's Sling and Arrow systems intercepted wave after wave of missiles. Explosions overhead became the soundtrack of a nation under siege. The IDF assured the public, Israel is prepared and fighting back. Citizens were urged to stay near shelters, calm but resolute. Prime Minister Netanyahu convened the war cabinet in a secure bunker. Military and intelligence leaders planned a major response. The attack was called a declaration of war by Iran. Israel promised a significant and painful retaliation. Some missiles got through. Damage and injuries are confirmed. Paramedics treat the wounded. The full extent is still unknown. Every interception is a victory, but every impact is a painful blow. Israel's defenses are powerful, but not perfect. The nation braces for what comes next. Defiant, but wounded. The war is no longer theoretical. It's here, and it's real. The world waits for Israel's next move. The world's capitals lit up as news of the attack broke. President Biden condemned the assault and reaffirmed America's commitment to Israel. The US faces a dilemma: support its ally, but avoid a wider war. European leaders echoed support, calling the attack reckless and dangerous. The EU called for emergency talks, fearing regional destabilization and economic shockwaves. Russia and China urged restraint, refusing to condemn Iran outright. The conflict exposes deep global divides. This is a stage for great power rivalries. The UN called for an immediate ceasefire, but the Security Council is paralyzed by vetoes. Diplomacy is in overdrive, but real decisions are being made in Tel Aviv and Tehran. The world is largely a spectator, anxious about what comes next. The risk of escalation is real, and the consequences could be global. Oil markets, refugee flows, and security alliances all hang in the balance. The international community watches, hoping for restraint. The crisis is now impossible to ignore. This night is the result of decades of enmity. Since 1979, Iran and Israel have waged a shadow war, proxies, sabotage, assassinations. Iran's axis of resistance surrounds Israel with hostile forces. Israel has struck back with airstrikes, cyber attacks, and targeted killings. Each side's actions fuel a cycle of escalation. The immediate trigger, a suspected Israeli strike on an Iranian consular building in Damascus, killing top IRGC commanders. Iran vowed revenge. Tonight's attack is that promise fulfilled. For the first time, Iran struck directly from its own soil. The shadow war is now open conflict. The world faces the consequences of this dramatic shift. This war is fought with missiles and with information. Social media exploded with videos, claims, and counterclaims as the attack began. Pro-Iranian accounts spread dramatic footage, real and fake, to Project Victory. Israeli voices countered with images of successful interceptions and resilience. Hashtags and viral clips became weapons in a battle for global opinion. News organizations struggled to verify facts amid a flood of propaganda. The digital battlefield shapes perceptions and policy. Panic or resolve support or condemnation can hinge on what people see online. The algorithms reward drama, not truth, amplifying the chaos. The fight for narrative is now as crucial as the fight on the ground. What people believe is happening can shape what happens next. The digital echoes of tonight's attack will last long after the missiles stop. In modern warfare, information is as powerful as any weapon. The world must navigate truth and lies in real time. The sun rises on a changed Middle East. Iran's direct attack has shattered old rules. Israel's response is imminent. Every option carries enormous risk. A massive retaliation could ignite a regional war. Diplomats scramble to contain the crisis, but both sides feel compelled to show strength. Oil prices surge, airlines reroute, and the global economy braces for impact. This is not just a regional conflict, it affects the world. The coming hours are critical. The potential for miscalculation is enormous. The world watches, hoping for restraint in a region on the brink. The missile hurricane may be over, but the storm it unleashed is just beginning. The future is uncertain, and the stakes have never been higher.